Hey, what's going on, everybody? Tim here, back with another video. Just out taking a walk once again on my day off. Y'all know how I do. Enjoying this wonderful winter weather. It's like mid-December in Colorado, and today I think it's like in the 50s or 60s. Like, I don't know where the cold weather went. It was here a couple days ago. Trust, it was here. It was cold. The bear was out. But I woke up today and I went to get my breakfast and I threw my coat on and I got outside and I was burning up. Like the sun was shining bright and beautiful temperature. So yeah, as you can see, I'm out with just my little windbreaker on, no hat on. So hopefully, you know, my hands definitely aren't gonna freeze. I'm excited about that. So I figured I would turn the camera on since I'm in such a good mood, soaking up this sunshine, and talk. Y'all know me. So today I wanted to talk about, hang on, the only problem with like when it gets hot is a lot of the snow starts melting, and then sometimes it'll freeze back over. So there's a lot of ice here today, so you may see me look down some. Anyway, I want to talk today about the simple life. Something I don't talk about near enough, especially with the benefits that I think come from living simply. But I wanted to talk about the fact that life is actually really pretty simple, but we as humans with our massive brains, or you know, what we think are massive brains, feel the need to make it hard. Hang on one second, let me get over here and walk in the snow. Okay, yeah, life is actually pretty simple. We as humans make it hard. We make it difficult. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, all you really have to do, the only thing you really have to do in life is get through it. All you really have to do is just survive, get through. That's it. And you've won. Game over, you won. And to survive really does not take all that much. You know, food, clothing, shelter, meaningful work, love. You need to eat, you need to drink, you know, you need a place to get out of the elements, you know, clothes to keep you warm, you gotta sleep. You know, and you need some meaningful work, something to give your life purpose. That's a big one that I think a lot of people miss out on. And then you need some type of love, some type of community, somewhere where you fit in, people care about you, and you can care about them. That's another one. I think a lot of people are always out there looking for love, and there's not so much about them giving love as is receiving love. And that's why a lot of times I think relationships fail, because both people are looking for love. So they're both trying to take and neither one's trying to give. Anyway, but those are really all the things you need in life. It's pretty simple. Really simple. But we make life difficult by heaping all these things onto ourselves and saying these are the things we have to do to make it through life properly. I'll give you an example. Success. Everybody wants to be successful. And society has like a definition of success that a lot of people buy into. I personally don't. But at the end of the day, you don't have to be successful. You're successful every day you wake up and live. Every day you wake up and can get out of bed and face the world, you're successful. This whole ideal of you have to have a certain type of job or make a certain amount of money or live in a certain neighborhood, all this stuff is just difficulty we're heaping upon ourselves. None of it's real. Other people around you have decided that that's what, you know, success is. And so people buy into it, and, you know, it's your life, you can do what you want. The reason I bring it up is because I just see like what it does to people, how hard it makes people's lives. Trying to, you know, reach these levels of success just so they can justify their existence to other people and to themselves. And you don't have to. You don't have to justify your existence. Like, each one of us won the sperm lottery, and we're here. I don't know why. I don't know why I was picked. I don't know why you were picked. I guess it was just luck of the draw. But we're here, and you don't have to do anything to justify your existence. All you have to do is exist. Like, it's really pretty simple. Like, life is so simple. Now, within the simplicity of life, there, you know, difficulties come up. It's not always easy to find food, especially in the society and the world the way we set it up now. Lots of people going hungry because of greed. There's more than enough food in the world to feed everybody because of greed. So, within the simple context of life, there can be difficulties, but that for me is all the more reason to try to live simply. If it's already hard sometimes just to get the normal stuff we need, why do you want to heap this other stuff on your back and make life even harder? But once again, life a while back, even getting the necessities was super easy. Well, not super easy, but I mean, everything was there. You needed food, you just went out, you hunted, or you gathered berries, you know, ate off the land. Easy. You know, we learned how to like agriculture as we advanced, so you just plant your own seeds and grow your own crops. Wasn't really that hard. Like, I mean, it took work, but there was the meaningful work you were looking for. Going out every day and trying to find food, or you know, or doing what you need to do in the field so that you would eventually get food to provide for your family. It was very simple. You know, if you needed clothes, you just, you know, when you hunted and killed an animal, you made clothes out of that. You need a place to stay, you chop down one of these trees you see all around, or a bunch of these trees, and you made a dwelling. Like, and once again, it was very meaningful because you were doing it for yourself, doing it for your family. Now we take that same time and energy, now that we're civilized, and we go, and instead of directly going out and getting our own food, clothing, shelter, things we need, we have to, you know, be super nice to somebody so they give us a job, and then we take that time and energy and go work for them. Hopefully they don't fire us, and hopefully we make enough money working for them that we can go out and get the things we need. Once again, a perfect example of humanity making life difficult. We put a middleman in, or several middlemen in, where there didn't need to be one. Just like when I think about living the simple life, I think back. I'm going down some stairs here, so that's why you see me looking down. I just think about how our ancestors lived. I think they had it figured out, and it wasn't that they were like any smarter than us. It just, we hadn't made life difficult yet. 1,000 years ago, you know, we lived in communities. We were hunter-gatherers. Like, it was just, it was so simple. You know, it's, I just really like this creek right here. Anytime, y'all know me, anytime I come around this area, get on one of these bridges going into the park, I gotta show. Anyway, yeah, our ancestors lived very simply, and I'm pretty sure they were happier than us. That's the thing. We keep making life more difficult in the name of advancement, and our happiness levels are going down. The more advanced we get, the more civilized we get, and I'm steady doing air quotes every time I say civilized, our happiness just like disappears. But instead of us, like, as a whole, realizing this and saying, hey, let's stop with the advancement, the so-called advancement right here, and let's, you know, if any, maybe even go backwards. Most people just steady want to keep advancing. Steady want to make life even harder. But I have noticed, and a lot of other people have noticed too, that there is a big movement. The simple life movement is getting bigger. A lot more people are trying to live lives that don't involve a lot of these concepts that make our life difficult. A lot of people just want to live, you know? I talk to people all the time, and they're just like, you know what, I just want to live my life. I don't want all this other excess baggage, you know? I don't care about the prestigious job. I don't care about the nice cars, the house. I don't care about the diplomas. You know, I don't care about all that. I just want to raise my kids and you know, be happy, show them a good life, live my life. I think more and more people are coming around to this. I think it's just the system balancing out. Like, oh, I thought I saw people. I was like, what's going on? Actually, I do see people. I'm gonna cut this way. I think it's just the system balancing out. Like all things, the system always corrects itself. I'm always saying that. Ooh, I think there's some water right through here. Hold on. Ugh, okay. The system always corrects itself. Things always go towards balance. And I think we've just gotten so out of whack in the world today that it's only natural. You can only push so much on people. You can only push a people so far before they start to go, wait a second, this doesn't make any sense. And we've got so unbalanced with our ideas of how we need to live our lives that people are rebelling against it. And you'll notice as people rebel against it, they revert back to simpler things. You know, you got people traveling around the country in RVs, in vans, in vehicles. Just like our ancestors used to do. Nomads roaming around. They go somewhere, they find a little work, they work there, they enjoy that place, they hop in their vehicle, they drive somewhere else. You're getting huge, like RV communities. You know, people go to things like the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. People are always telling me, asking me, do I know Bob Wells? Yes, I know about Bob Wells. I was on Bob Wells' channel. I was watching his videos years and years and years ago. That documentary he's in about mobile years ago. So yeah, know all about Bob Wells. Really respect that guy. Someone who's done a lot for the RV dwelling community. Yeah, definitely a pioneer. Anyway, but yeah, Rubber Tramp Rendezvous, things like that. You're having all these communities spring up of people who are living a simpler life and who just want to like get together and enjoy each other's company, learn from one another, like our ancestors used to do. You know, these people aren't worried about prestige and impressing other people and all this other stuff. Just people who want to live, you know, and living simply and loving it. Like I don't know anybody who's converted back to a simpler lifestyle, a simple life, and just like, oh my God, I got to go back to all that stress. I got to go back to living up to certain viewpoints from society. No, we were meant to live simply. Like life is simple. So when you live simply, you're just living the way you're supposed to. It's easy, but the thing is, we don't see this. And it's not our fault. We just, they hide this from us. Like it's shielded from us. Like there's so much other stuff they put in front of us and say you have to have this constantly, you have to live like this, that it's hard to come across this theory. But I think more and more people are, because it's getting outrageous. You know, I really don't think they're going to be able to keep the world going the way it is too much longer. I mean, it's like a perfect storm is brewing. Like every time I'm looking at documentaries or other things online, there's just so many things that are coming to a head. The economy can't keep going too much longer. Just the housing crisis with homelessness is just getting too out of control. There's just so many different things going on, and it just seems like they're all going to come to a head at the same time. Just a perfect storm. And I personally believe that simple livers, people who convert it to the simple life now, are going to come out the best when it all goes down. Because A, they aren't going to need too much to live. So even if the economy crashes, they're going to be okay. I mean, it'll be a struggle for all of us, but it'll be easier for people who live simpler. But even before then, it's just a great feeling when you can get rid of all like that excess baggage in your life of things you feel you need to do. It just feels great. See, I was walking up a hill. Wait a second. There we go. Sometimes you gotta stop and take a breather. I don't like to. I like to keep walking, but it is what it is. But yeah, my whole point making this video is that if you got things in your life that are making it difficult, you got things in your life that are causing you stress, you can get rid of a lot of that. Possessions, people, bills, debt, all this kind of stuff that we think we have to have in our lives. You can get rid of it. Social media got you down because too many people are bothering you at all hours of the day and night. You can get rid of your social media account. You don't have to have it. We think it's this great advancement that allows us to communicate so much quicker, but guess what? We still got the same problems we've always had. Now we just hear about them quicker because we tell them on Facebook. Anything in your life above and beyond what you need to survive you can get rid of if you want to. And all the people I know that have converted to the simple life, so much happier. I know I am. It's just I don't have to worry about so much stuff, and my mindset has changed. I don't care what people think of me, for the most part. Like, as a human, you're always gonna struggle with wanting approval, things like that. But now, the people I mainly seek approval from live the same lifestyle as me. So like, the things I have to do to get their approval are very simple. I just gotta be a good person, contribute to the community. You know, they don't they don't expect me to, you know, have some highfalutin job or position or drive a certain type of vehicle or live in a certain area. They expect me to come around and hang out and be cool. Be there for them when they need me. And they're there for me when I need them. Very simple. I gotta show you all this ice skating rink. Huh? It's like melting now. First time I saw it, I was like, man, that pool that's a big outdoor pool. They're like, it's an ice skating rink, Tim. You know nothing. Anyway. So if you need to let go of stuff in your life, go for it. Live simple. Only go after the things you really need. You can get rid of that expensive car, get a cheap beater. You can downsize your house if you want to. I mean, you don't have to any of this, but all these are possibilities. And the more you simplify your life, like just for me, I know the more in tune with like life I feel, the more time I have to like live life. Simpler my life is, the more time I have to actually live. And I'm not spending time trying to acquire or impress or all of the other stuff people that, you know, as humans, we've decided we need to do. You don't need to do any of that. Get rid of all that stuff. Find something you love to do. Do that till you die. It's pretty simple.